This is test paper 1, questions 1 to 22. So let's look at question 1. Question 1 is a long multiplication, 279 multiplied by 79. So what do? First we multiply by 9. 9 times 9 is 81. You carry the 8. 9 times 7 is 63. 63 and 8 is 71. Carry the 7. 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 7 is 25. Now we are going to multiply by 70. So bring the 0 down. 7 times 9 is 63. Put the 6 there. 7 times 7 is 49. 49 and 6 is 55. You put the 5 there. 7 times 2 is 14 plus 5 is 19. Now we just add it together. That is 1, 4, 10. You carry the 1, 2, 2. So the answer is 22,041. Question 2. Question 2, just a normal division. So we're going to divide by 8. 8 will go into 24 3 times. Put the decimal. 8 won't go into 3. Put a 0. 8 will go into 32 4 times. So £3 4 pence. Question 3, dividing by 8. 9968 divide by 8. 8 will go into 9 1 times. Remainder 1. 8 will go into 19 2 times. Remainder 3. 8 will go into 36 4 times. Remainder 4. 8 will go into 48 6 times. So that's 1 2 4 6. Question 4. We need to do the whole number first. So let's add the whole number. 5 plus 7 is 12. Then we will make the denominator the same. To make the denominator the same, we are going to multiply this by 3. Whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. Plus 1 over 3. You multiply by 4. Multiply by 4. So that gives you 12. 9 over 12 plus 4 over 12. So that will be 12 and 13 over 12. This is an improper fraction. How many 12s in 13 is 1. So we can add the 1 to that. So that is 12 plus 1, 1 over 12. 12 plus 1, 12 plus 1 plus 1 over 12. So that gives you 13 and 1/12. Just write it properly. Next question. Question 5. Question 5 is just decimal addition. So just have to make sure the decimals lines up when you add. The decimal points has to line up. So you need to make sure that you write it this way. Now we can just normal addition. So 5, 5, 4 plus 2 is 6, 9, 396.55. This multiplication, let's make it improper fraction. So you times and add. You times and add. 5 times 5 is 25 plus 2 is 27. 27 over 5 times 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 over 3. So that's will give you can we cancel this one and this one? That's 9 times. That's 1 times. 9 times 7 is 63. 5 times 1 is 5. How many 5s in 63? 12 and remainder 3. Remainder 3. So 3 over 5 is the fraction. Next page. Question 7. Find the sum of all the factors of 18. What are factors? Factors are numbers that could go into 18 without any remainders. So what are the factors of 18? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9 and 18. So all we have to do is we have to add all the numbers. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 18 will give you 39. Question 8. A number is 100 times smaller than 12,000. 100 times smaller. So what do you have to do when it's 100 times smaller? You divide by 100. When you divide by 100, you take away 2 zeros. So that will become 12,000. You take away 2 zeros, that will be 120. What is the difference between the largest and the smallest of the above numbers? Largest number is this, because if you look, everything has got 0 at the front, the decimal. Then we can start to look at the number next to the decimal. That's the biggest number next to the decimal is 9, so that's the largest. The smallest number next to the decimal is 1, that's the smallest. So we're going to take away 0.9, take away 0.16. So remember, when you take away, you need to make sure the decimals are lining up. Put a 0 there, that's easier. Then just normal take away. Borrow 1, that become 10, that become 8. So that's 4, that is 7. Bring the decimal down and 0. 0.74. Add 2 kilograms and 50 grams to 0.5 kilogram. Okay, so 2 kilograms and 50 grams. So we'll write kilograms and gram. 2 kilogram and 50 gram. 1 kilogram is 1000 gram. Therefore, 0.5 kilogram is half of it will be 500 gram. So you add the 500 here. So you get 2 kilogram and 550 gram. That's the answer. How many seconds are in 12 minutes and 12 seconds? Okay, 1 minute is 60 seconds. So 12 minutes would be 12 times 60, which is 720 seconds. Then you have another 12 seconds to add. So 720 plus 12 seconds is 732 seconds. By how much is 7/8 larger than 5/6? So we have got to take away. So 7/8 is larger, so 7/8 first, minus 5/6. Let's write it slightly this way so we have more space here. 7/8 take away 5/6. We need to make the denominator same. What is the smallest number 8 and 6 would go into is 24. So let's make it to 24. You times it by 3. You times it by 3. Whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. 27 minus, you times it by 4. You times it by 4, that is 20. 20 over 24. So if you take away, you get 1 over 24. The answer is 1 over 24. Section B. These questions each have 2 marks. A sum of 54 was made up of an equal number of 50 pence and 10 pence. How many of each coin were there? So let's call 54 pounds. Let's write it in pence now. 54 pounds is 5,400 pence. So if you have 1 50p, 1 50p and 1 10p, because they say equal number, so you get 60 pence. One of each will give you 60 pence. So let's see how many 60 will go into 5,400. So what do? We divide the 5,400 by 60. So you can cancel. Both of them divide by 10. 6 will go in here, 90. So you will have 90 60 pence coins. So that means 90 60 pence, but you don't have 60 pence coin. You have a 50 pence and a 10 pence. So you will have 90 50p coins and 90 10p coins. How many of each coins were there? 90 each. Let's go to the next page. Question 14. A wardrobe and a dresser cost 720. The wardrobe cost, I'm going to do it on the side. So a wardrobe and a dresser costs 720 totally. If the wardrobe costs twice as much as the dresser, so that is ratio, right? The ratio is wardrobe to the dresser is 2:1, because it says the wardrobe costs twice as much as the dresser. So it's 2:1. So what do we do in ratios? We add them first, that is 3. Then you divide the 720 by 3, you get 240. Then what do? We multiply the ratios to get the actual cost of each. So wardrobe will be 240 times 2 will be 480 pounds. The dresser will be 240 times 1 is 240 pounds. The question is asking how much does the dresser cost? So dresser cost 240 pounds. Question 15. There are 72 sweets in a jar. If the sweets are divided between Rick, Don and Michael in the ratio of 2:3:4, how many would Don get? Same thing, we add the ratios. So if you add the ratios, you get 9. 72 divided by 9, 8. So to find how much each got, you multiply it. So Don, that's what we want. 8 times 3. Don gets 8 times 3, which is 24. Right, let's look at this question. Apples are bought 60 pence per 8 and sold 20 pence each. How much profit is made on buying and selling 64 apples? So to find the profit, how do you find a profit? To find the profit, you need the buying price, then you need the selling price, and the selling price take away the buying price will give you profit. It was just selling price, right? This is buying price. Just put BP. Gives you the profit. So let's work out the selling price. He's selling 20 pence each, 64 apples. So selling 1 is 20p. So he's going to have 64. So 64 times 0.20 in pence, right? So that will give us, you can multiply it here. Let's multiply it here. 64, 0.20, 0, 8, 12, 80. 2 decimal points, so it's 12 pounds 80. So we get selling price is 12 pounds 80. Now buying price. Buying, he's buying 8 for 60p. 8 for 60p. But he's buying 64. So if it is 64, how many times bigger is that? 8 times bigger. So therefore you multiply this by 8. That is 4 pounds 80. That is his selling price, buying price. So this is the selling price. This is the buying price. So how do you find the profit? Profit is, selling price is 12.80. Buying price is 4 pounds 80. 4 pounds 80, yes. So that would be, the profit would be 8 pounds. So that is his profit. Question 17. A lorry made 28 journeys to move the goods from a factory to the stores. If the lorry transported 4.5 tons per journey, find the total amount of goods transported. So in one journey, it transports 4.25 tons. So in 28 journeys, how many would it transport? So 28 times 4.25. So best way to do it is you can make it improper fraction. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 1 is 17. So 28 times 17 over 4. 4 will go in here 7 times. So 7 times 17 will be 17 multiplied by 7, 119. 119 tons. Question 18. A number was divided by 7. A number was divided by 7 when the answer was multiplied by 4. Number was divided by 7 multiplied by 4. Then you get another answer, and that was divided by 6. And final answer was 6. So we need to find original number. This is what we are going to find. So what do? We do inverse calculation. We do the opposite. So opposite calculation. So you divided the number by 6, you get a 6. So that must be 36. You times by a number by 4, you get 36. So that must be 9. You divided a number by 7, you got 9. So that should be 63. So we are going the opposite direction. Calculations are inverse to get that answer. So the answer would be 63. Next page. Question 19. 5 equilateral triangles were made from a square. So we have a square, and you open this and you're making 5 equilateral triangles. This. Equilateral means all sides equal. Just mark it like that to show the equilateral. So the perimeter of the square is 3 meters. So the perimeter of the square is 3 meter means let's make it into 3 meter is 300 centimeter. In a square we know all sides are equal. So to find one side will be 300 divided by 4, which is 300 divided by 4 will be, 4 will go in here 7 times, remainder 2, so 4 will go into 25 times. Each one is 75 centimeter each side. So then they say the length in centimeter of a side of each triangle. So 5 equal triangles were made from square. The perimeter of the square is 3 meters, so it's 300. So we worked out each side. In the meantime, what we did was, to answer the first part of the question, we had 300 centimeter. We are using this 300 centimeter to make 5 triangles. So each triangle would be 300 divided by 5, which is 60 centimeter. So each one is 60 centimeter. Perimeter of is 60 centimeter. So perimeter of each side, so each triangle is 60 centimeter. So in a triangle, each side is 60 centimeter. Altogether 60 centimeter means each one is 20 centimeter. The question is asking a side of each triangle is 20 centimeter. Now we are going to work out the area. We worked out already the length is 75 each side. So to find the area, what do? Area is length times width. So which will be 75, that's B. 75 times 75. We can multiply 75 times 75, 75, 75. 5 times 5 is 25. 2, 5 times 7 is 35 plus 2 is 37. You bring the 0 down. 7 times 5 is 35, 3. 7 times 7 is 49. 49 and 3 is 52. Now add it together. 5, 2, 6, 5, 6, 2, 5. Square. You could say centimeter squared or square centimeter. So 5, 6, 2, 5 square centimeter. Question 20. Tom has 30 sweets and John has 14 sweets. That is Tom, that is John. 30 and 14. How many sweets must John give Tom so that Tom has 3 times as many as John? So we want to get to Tom and John has got to get 3 times as this. So first thing what we'll do is to get to 3 times as John, we need to work out what is 3 times is. So how many sweets altogether? Altogether is 44 sweets. So what do? We add them together, which is 4. Then 44 divided by 4 is 11. So you multiply that. This multiply that. So Tom should have 11 times 3 is 33 sweets and John should have 11 sweets. So then Tom has 3 times as much as John. So now to get to 33, John has got to give some sweets to Tom. Right? The question is asking how many sweets must John give to Tom so that Tom has 3 times as many sweets as John. So John has got to give 3 sweets to Tom so that Tom gets 33 and John will have 11. So they are in the ratio of 3:1. So how many sweets he should have? He should give 3 sweets. So what we did was we work out the ratio here for Tom and John. That is what we want to find. So we already know this is what they have, but this is what we wanted to get. So therefore John has got to give 3 sweets. Question 21. If I spend 5p more on buying a box of chocolate, I would have spent 3/8 of my money. The box of chocolates is 85 pence. So if I would have spent 5p more means, 85 pence plus 5p, which is 90p. If I would have spent 90p, then I would have spent 3/8 of my money. So how much money at first? So 3/8 is actually 90p. If 3/8 is 90p, what is 1/8? How do you get 1/8? Because 3/8, 1/8 will be divided by 3, isn't it? So you divide this by 3, 30p. So if 1/8 is 30p, how much is a whole? Whole is 8/8. You times it by 8, which is £2.40. That is what I had. Next question. 22. A builder had 900 bricks. If we lay 1/5 of them on Monday, 5/6 of the remainder on Tuesday, how many bricks remaining? Okay, so let's look at Monday. What is he doing? Monday, he is laying 1/5 of them. 1/5 of 900. 1/5 of 900. 5 will go into 900. You can do the division if you like. So 900 divided by 5, 140, 880. So he gave 180 on Monday. Then 5/5 the remainder. So what is remainder after 900 goes? 180 goes from 900 is to 720. So on Tuesday, he does 5/6 of remainder, not the original 900, but the remainder after laying on Monday. So that is 720. We can cancel it. 6 will go in here one time, 6 will go in here Look, 720 divided by 6, 1, remainder 1, 220. So that's 120. What is 5 times 20 is 5 times 12 is 6, so 5 times 120 is 600. So he got 600 there. So altogether, how many he has laid? 0, 8, 780. He had 900 bricks. He had done the work with 780. Therefore, the bricks remaining would be is 900 take away 720, which is 900 take away 780, which is 120 bricks. That's the end of the questions.